Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of three Kaldheim draft here. And what do we got? We got Runeforge Champion as our rare. Looks good. I mean, you get a rune card either from your library or your graveyard, and you get to put it in your hand. You can pay less for them, and they all can trip. So it's a 2-3 for 3. Not bad. It seems like a fun card. And it's monocolor. It's worth trying. Let's see what the uncommons do. So this costs less if you have a giant or a wizard. And when it enters, you can search for an instant or sorcery with the same name as a card in your graveyard. A little bit specific, but a cool card nonetheless. Potentially a 4-mana 2/5, which is a decent body as well. This is a 4-mana 2/2 flying trample. And then if you're running a snow-heavy deck, it can be a big time beater. I like the Narfi. It's a snow or zombie lord, and you can return it from your... So it's graveyard to your battlefield, hard to kill dude. This has a Fate Seal ability attached to it, which they really don't print anymore. I'm kind of surprised to see this. Frostbite, some removal. Got a couple snow lands in here as well. This seems like a pretty stacked pack, actually, but we'll try the rare out and then immediately pass the white rune. Well, it seems like a good follow-up to our first pick. What else do we have in white here? We have just this Revitalize. I mean, this is a cool sounding deck. Get the rune synergies. I think there's more cards. I know there's more cards. There's an equipment spell that also lets you search up a rune. So maybe we can make rune.deck. Bloodsky Berserker seems like a very good card. Grows when you cast its second spells, and it's pretty cheap on the front end too. So that's nice. Path of the World Tree. I'm gonna be building that one of these days. I know it. Demon Bolt is some removal. Could take that and hope to wield the Rune of Sustenance, but the runes are uncommon, so not any guarantees you get them, and the built-in card advantage of that is very nice. This, find this, pay 1, draw a card, get lifelink. I like it. What else is good in here? I think the Draugr is a solid common if you got some snow synergies going. Some good blue stuff in there too. All right, Shepherd of the Cosmos is a good card. It's got Foretell, so potentially you pay 2 on the front end and then 4, and you get a 3/3 flyer that brings something back. And it's any permanent, so it's actually really good with the Rune of Sustenance as well. That's cool. Yeah, that seems like a good follow-up as well. Keeps us in white. What else is good in here? Skull Raid is an interesting card. A little expensive on the top end, but it is cool that if it's got... it kind of looks like Vincent van Gogh is getting his scalp massage. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's what I see. It shows you how often I look at the art. But anyway, if they have no cards left in hand, you basically draw 2. Even drawing 2 for 4 is not that great, but it's got Foretell, so not bad. I think the Braggart is more playable maybe than I initially gave it credit for. 3 Seasons is pretty good. If you've got enough snow, you're getting good value out of this. Strategic Planning, also playable. Put stuff in your graveyard. There are quite a few exile a creature card from your graveyard effects to get value. Okay, so here in white we've got the Oracle, which is playable. Invoke the Divine, more of a sideboard card, but certainly a fine one. And then we have Revitalize, which we don't exactly need, but Doomstar Oracle is cool. We can stick with white for now. Glittering Frost, hopefully, I think when I loaded it up today, they patched it, so hopefully it's fixed. I don't know if they fixed this specifically, but they have patched something. I do think this Glimpse the Cosmos is a good card. Let's take the Oracle, though. Give it a try. I haven't played with it, but it seems fine to me. 3-mana 3/2s typically aren't that exciting, but this allows you to foretell and maybe gain some life, get some life gain off of it. If you're playing against aggro, it could be good. I don't mind just cutting white hard for now. Here we could take the Alpine Meadow. It probably value it a little bit more than the Raptor. Raptor's going to have good synergy with the Oracle. And I guess, it can wear a Rune of Sustenance or whatever. There's Bind the Monster, which is some removal. But this is kind of like on color with what we've already got. It opens us up for red if that's the direction we need to go. I think the Valkyrie's a good card. But it's a snowland on color, and we can kind of see what's wheeling before we ultimately make a decision. Taking over a raptor, not the end of the world here. I'm not super impressed with the common vehicles I've been seeing. Like a 2-mana Vigilance that crews for 1, that's a 3/3, not that great. I guess this gets you... It crews for 3, though? I don't know. I don't think these turned out that well, to be honest. There's Story Seeker, which is a 2-drop, so we can get it back with the Shepherd. Or we could just take the Snow Plains, see if we run into some snow effects. It's tough to pass up 2-drops. But this is an on-color Snowland. I mean, we don't have any snow synergies yet, so maybe it's not worth it, and we just take 2-drops when we get them. I guess that's true. Not very synergistic with our Rune of Sustenance, I'll say that, but I guess we'll take it. Well, you know how much I love Maya. Someone said I was pronouncing this wrong. It's Maya, so I love this card. I think it's very strong, and I'm happy to take it here. Otherwise, Giant Ox. I guess this can crew stuff, basically crew everything, and blocks well. Probably playable if you want to get into that plan, but yeah, let's take Maya here and be pretty happy about it. A lot of green in here as well, so it could just be a good sign in general that this is open. We can take another Alpine Meadow. We can take the Elderleaf Mentor. Works well with Maya because you get 2 bodies. Or we can take Invoke for sideboard. I think I might just take another Meadow in case we... You know, if we run into stuff that gives you snow value, it's probably good to just have this. Plus, if there's like a red spell we randomly want to splash, it might work out. Could take the Snow-Covered Forest here. There's Gladewalker, which is just a solid 2-drop any creature type thing. You can bring it back with the Shepherd. Can never really have enough 2-drops. Or we could take the Snow Forest. Probably take the 2-drop, I guess, over the sideboard card. Pretty good chance we end up playing it. Can take the Pick. We can attach a Rune of Sustenance to it. Not bad. Or we could take the Mentor. 2 bodies and 1 are typically good. You get 4 power, 3 toughness on the board and 2 different bodies for 4 mana. Maybe Pick is interesting enough where we try it with the Rune of Sustenance, see how we like it. +1/+1 and lifelink can't be bad. So another Gladewalker seems good to me. I actually really like Snakeskin Veil. I think it's a great combat trick. We don't have any removal yet. I could see taking this. Gladewalker is going to be better if we get some synergies going with it, but I guess we take the Veil. I think it's a strong card. Very anti-removal. Revitalize I'm not likely to play. I don't think I'm likely to play the Recluse either, but it's at least a sideboard option. Arachnoform or Raider's Carve. You can't put this on any artifact, right? Whatever, I'm going to take the green card. But I think you can only put these on vehicles, right? No, it's an equipment. So you can only put it on equipment. That makes way more sense. Okay, so rare here, Starnheim Unleashed. Well, I'm glad we chose white. Got lucky there. So we'll take this pretty clearly. You can just spit out a bunch of angels. At worst, you're paying 4 mana for a 4/4 flying vigilance creature, which is great. Better than Sarah Angel. Or if you foretell it, you pay a bunch and get a million 4/4 flying vigilance creatures, which seems quite strong. Mass Vandal in here, at least a good sideboard card. Provoke the Trolls, probably not worth a sideboard, or not worth a splash, I mean. Mass Vandal we might wheel. And Courser actually does have some, I guess, random synergy with runes as well, and our artifacts. That's kind of cool. But pretty clear Mythic pick here. World Tree. Now, oh, you have to... That's more of a cute card. I think this Fall of the Imposter is a great card. Buff, double buff, and then on top of that, exile the strongest creature. Like, this is a great card. And even if they're like sandbagging creatures to play around it, what are they, just going to sandbag creatures for 2 turns while you're buffing up your dudes? Like, this is a very powerful uncommon. I think Codespell Cleric's a lot better than I initially gave it credit for. I didn't realize you could put the counter on any creature. So I actually really like... I don't know how much I like it yet, but I really like it a lot more than I initially liked it. Demon Bolt, you could probably splash this. 4 damage, instant speed to a creature, and it has Foretell. That's pretty cool. You can even tuck it away early when you don't have red and then cast it later for 1. I actually think that's splashable. Packmate is a great common, but I think we'll just take the Fall of the Imposter. Be happy enough about it. So we can take Horizon Seeker, but I think I like the Packmate more. This is cool because it can find you snowlands. But Packmate's just great card. You foretell it, then you pay 2, you draw a card, you get a 3/3. It's great. I like it more than the Story Seeker, even though it's a little bit more slow going. I think it's a great card. Realm Walker is actually pretty sweet. Do we have any sort of... this card, I got to play it once and I was pretty impressed with it. I think Spirit of the Elder Guard, we're a little bit far away from. Master Skald is actually pretty cool too. Can get back our rune, another way to get back rune. But do we have any sort of consistency right now? We've got dwarves, humans, warriors, dwarves. We have some warriors. I don't know. We could probably make it work. Otherwise, I'm taking another Gladewalker or maybe this Master Skald, see if I like it. But I think Realm Walker is pretty legit. And the fact that it's green card advantage and lets you see the top of your library at any time is just nice. It's a cool card. Sculptor's a great card. It gives us some... it gives us a 2-drop, which is nice, but it makes these Alpine Meadows much more playable as well. Lets us potentially ramp. And now we're probably on the hunt for more snowlands as well. So, seems good. I like the Effigy, actually. The Sentinel, I think, is actually playable, but probably just take the Struggle. The Struggle is not that real for this pick, and it's good removal. We don't have the greatest bodies for it, admittedly, but it's a good card. I think you just take removal when you get it in these colors. King Harald's Revenge. Not bad. Or we could take a combat trick, or we could take the Raptor. So we have 12 creatures currently. I mean, I'm okay taking the Raptor. I don't think it's likely we're playing the Arachnoform. Maybe a sideboard option. I'm sorry, I keep ending up in these colors. I don't know. We're getting like... weren't we getting a late Maya, though? I don't know. It just seemed right. I guess I can take a Raptor. If we get enough buffs and equipments, it certainly seems fine. So the Shieldmate I actually kind of like, and it's a 2-drop, which I like too. But I think I like it more than... the Braggart's good too, but Shieldmate's... these 2 bodies for the price of 1 cards are typically very good. There was another Snakeskin Veil in there, which would have been fine as well. Splashing this, so you create treasure twice, and then you have to search for a card. It's probably not going to happen. I guess we could find any equipment card and get it in our... but we only have 1 right now. Otherwise, Story Seeker, but probably take the Vandal. I think it's a valuable card to have. I think there's a lot of good things to blow up with it. So we'll diversify and take that, even though it's also a Changeling, which is good for our Realm Walker. Same argument as taking the Gladewalker here, or we could actually try out the Cleric. Our curve is actually fairly low. I could see Cleric possibly being good. So why don't we give it a try over the Gladewalker, see what we think. All right, we'll just cut the green land that's likely not making the deck here. Warhorn Blast, I'd rather have another Veil. At least out of sideboard, this has got to be great against removal.deck. Oh, I don't think we're playing the... I don't really want to play the Recluses, so we might... yeah, we need to find a few more creatures out of pack 3, but so far we're doing good. All right, I'll take the Sentinel here. I wish we had a little more to ramp into, but seems fine to me. All right, and then we get another on-color card. Sweet. As long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, it gets +4/+2 and has Vigilance. Do we even have any legends in here? I don't think we do, unfortunately. But what else does it do? Look at the top 6, reveal a legendary creature. Well, 4-mana 2/4 is nothing to brag about to be... well, I guess we have Maya. I'm surprised with all the rares we have. We don't have more legends. We could just take it and hope we find some. Or we can just... what's the Ringhard Crest do? Choose a creature type, and it ramps for those creatures. You know, I like to try rares. Let's take it. Otherwise, Bound in Gold is some solid removal probably, and Blizzard Brawl is also solid if you have enough snow, which we don't. But yeah, we'll try out the God. Why not? So We can take another Vandal here. Probably don't need that. We could take Divine Gambit. I don't think this is a great card, but otherwise I could take the... Actually, Snow-Covered Plains might be the pick. Like, Divine Gambit is playable when it's a top deck on turn 15. It doesn't seem so playable outside of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to give it a chance, but... Because it can just put any permanent from their hand on the battlefield. I really don't like that in a lot of spots. We'll take the Snowland. We already have a deck anyway, probably, or at least close to one. Battershield Warrior, that's cool. Can buff your team. There's Valor of the Worthy, another Snowland. Might just take another Snowland. I could see buffing my team, though, being pretty awesome. Doing that every turn. We maybe have a low enough curve to make that pay off, especially with, like, Maya. Yeah, I could see Battershield Warrior being pretty good. Taking the Snowland basically just makes our... What does it make better? It makes our... Ramper dude better, Sculptor. I thought there was maybe one other one, but maybe not. All right, let's try out the Warrior. I have a feeling that card's pretty awesome. So you can take Highland Forest, probably just take another Sculptor. Now that we have two of them, I kind of wish I'd gotten another Snowland, but maybe we'll find more along the way. We'll see. So we can take the Chasm. It does ramp. Could splash for Icebind Pillar, but doesn't seem super easy to do. I think this card is pretty excellent, though. Possibly worth a splash. Could take the Troll. We don't really have enough Snowlands to support Troll. Let's take the Chasm. I don't like playing so many tap lands, but with two Sculptors, it might be worth it. Powering out stuff. Can take another Sentinel. Can take the Courser. I think the Champion's pretty good. It can take the Effigy. Plenty of options here. Maybe just take the Flyer. It does randomly make a few things cheaper. Makes this cheaper. It makes the pick cheaper. Well, I'm sure glad we took that second pick Rune, because now we only found one card for our Runeforge champion, unfortunately. I might actually go with the... Well, I guess I'll go with the Flyer. I was thinking the Champion to try it out, but the Flyer's probably fine. So we can take an Ice-Eyed Troll now. We only have 4 Snowlands, though, so we could take yet another Snowland here. I don't like all these tap Snowlands, but... We can take a Mammoth Growth, or we can take another Raptor. I think Ice-Eyed Troll is pretty excellent, but I don't know if we have enough for it, so I'm just going to take another Snowland there. All right, take the Struggle here. Another chance to get an Ice-Eyed Troll. Maybe at 5 lands it's enough. I mean, this card is certainly strong if you can make it work, but I'd probably just go Removal again. It's just good. Could take Blizzard Brawl. We probably have enough to support this now over Mass Vandal. Yeah. Can take the Gambit. I guess sideboard. I just don't think it's good enough for main deck. Take the Raptor. Can take this Valor of the Worthy, Vandal, or a Mentor. Maybe the Mentor. Just get 2 bodies. Vandal's more of a sideboard card. We'll consider it. I don't think we're splashing that. Do I even have a blue land? No. Roots of Wisdom. Braggart's probably playable. Got that Champion back. I'll take that over the second Sentinel, I think. All right. So we got plenty of playables. Plenty of playables. Let's take out the non-Snowland for now. And we already have 2 white, 4 white, 1 green Snowlands, which is good. 5 Snowlands is a pretty good support for our Sculptor ramp plan. We actually don't have that much to ramp into, but so we have 10. We have 4, 5, 10 lands, so we can make 7 cuts. 6 of them can be creatures if we want. I guess this counts as a creature too, so we could technically cut more creatures if I wanted. Mass Vandal, probably more of a sideboard card. Probably fine main deck too, but I would guess more of a sideboard card. Maybe we're not on the Raptor plan. We don't have a ton of ways to buff it anyway. I'm basically Why am I playing Pick? I'm playing Pick because it's cool with Rune of Sustenance. I don't know if I need that, but we'll see if we can afford to cut some creatures for now. I wish we had a little bit more consistency in our creature types for Realm Walker, but not a huge deal, I guess. I don't think Cavalry is that great for us. We unfortunately only ended up with one other legendary creature, and Maya is vastly better than Calvary here. A 4-mana, hard to cast 2/4 that'll never be a 6/6 Vigilance, unfortunately, is probably not good enough. And just as like a 2-mana ramp sometimes for humans, I mean, it's okay. I think the Sculptors are better, though. Yeah, it's probably, sadly, this rare is probably not good enough for us. Unfortunately, especially given that we've got plenty of 4-drops. I mean, technically it is a 2-drop that can ramp us into some whatever, dwarves, elves, whatever we want to put in there, but these are like 2-drops, so is this. So really our top end is not that bad, especially if we're playing 17 lands. So we can kind of look at weaker cards in here to cut. I think a Raptor can probably go. It is cool with the Code Spell Cleric, but it seems like an easy enough cut. I want to keep the Shield Mate. Could see maybe cutting the Story Seeker. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know if I need it. Courser maybe can go, even though it does fly. I want to try out these Boast cards. We could maybe cut the Doomscar Cleric. It does foretell for 1, though. So it's kind of like a somewhat a 2-drop, I guess. But since we don't have many flyers, I'm thinking Courser might be okay, but it's probably just not necessary. We have the Starnheim Unleashed, too, which is obviously very good. Probably cut the Courser. Maybe cut the Cleric. We can probably cut 3 more creatures. 9 plus 5, so we're at 14. 3 more cuts. And they technically could be creatures if I wanted. So I could see maybe cutting the Story Seeker. It's got lifelink, but maybe a better sideboard card against Hyper Aggro. Maybe cutting the Cleric. It's got Foretell, which is good. Could maybe cut the Sentinel. We really don't have that much to ramp into. And a 1-mana 1/2 reach is nothing really to write home about. It's not like we need the fixing so much either. It's not that good of a beater. All right. So, could cut that. Maybe cut the Oracle. And then how are we looking? 12 plus 5. So this is 17 lands. Yeah, I mean, this looks okay to me. Let's do creature count type for the Realm Walker and kind of get a picture of what we're looking at here. So human, cleric, human. So we got 2 humans, 3 humans, some elf rogues randomly. Wolf's not helping. More human, dwarf, warrior. Quite a few dwarves now. Dwarf warrior. We might actually have more dwarves than humans, although that's a human too. Maybe warrior. How many warriors do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, actually, 10. All right. Well, I guess we're naming warrior. We have 10 of those. That seems like a lot. So, all right. Let's look at color counts. 13 green. But we have double whites, no double greens. So probably doing at least just probably 1 extra white. This is what? This is 9, and then we do 8 green. I mean, we need the green earlier, but we need the double white. I guess maybe we can do the extra green because this is a foretell. Sculptor, we really want to land that Sculptor on turn 2. This, we're foretelling. Actually, yeah. So the only double white we really have is the... Okay. That's fine then. Cool. All right, well, I don't think it's a remarkably strong deck by any stretch of the imagination, but it's interesting nonetheless, so we'll give this a try. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, round 1. This hand is certainly keepable. We'll do the Shield Mate into the Realm Walker, naming Warrior. And then magically we can play 9 cards off the top of our deck, which is pretty good card advantage. Then we've got this Gold Vein pick to start getting in there with the Shield Mate, maybe. All right, opponent mulls to 5 and keeps. I could go Batter Shield Warrior as more of a beatdown plan. It's not bad. Shield Mate is pretty happy to attack into a Berserker. We're guaranteed a 1-1. They're not guaranteed a 2-2. Alright. So I guess that keeps us back for now. I guess I'll just play the Realm Walker then. We'll see if we can generate some card advantage. We still have like 8 or 7 warrior cards remaining in here somewhere, so... Alright, so more lands on top. What do we want to do here? We can... I mean, we can start getting in there now. Best use of mana, I guess, would be to foretell both of these. But I can start attacking with my Besker Shield Mate if I want to. Actually, you know, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to go the pick. I'm going to equip it. We'll make sure they use the right mana, because I think I'm going to use this Blizzard Brawl this turn. That also is good use of mana this turn. So let's get in for 3, see if they block. Okay. We get a dude, which is good. I think I'm going to Blizzard Brawl now. And kill their Sculptor. Could kill the Berserker. That kind of makes sense because they can re-equip this. That's true. But I think Sculptor, keeping him off lands for now. I like that more. I like that the pick is cheap to equip too. That's actually kind of nice. Especially if their best play is just equip for 3. Alright. They got our Realm Walker. And they're attacking, huh? Okay. So we got the tap land now. I guess we'll just equip. We can get in for 2. And we can actually, I guess, cast the Struggle. And the reason to do that is so this doesn't get equipped and then cause us more problems. So let's do that. This makes sense to me. And then this just, yeah, gives your guys Death Touch. The next turn we can foretell plus get that Batter Shield Warrior down, which seems pretty good. That card's good. Especially if they equip it. I guess we can still block it, but... Oh, they can give Death Touch, though, huh? Well, Indestructible is good. Let's go Warrior plus Foretell. And, I mean, we can play a land, but Suppose we don't have to. So they'll get Death Touch. So they'll be able to attack this turn and draw a card. They have to attack this turn. I mean, I suppose we've got the boast thing going here, so that's good. Maya off the top would be pretty excellent. That's a good reason to sandbag that forest as well. All right, Gladewalker is pretty good, although now they have a 2/2. It's probably still fine. I guess we go Gladewalker, it pumps itself. Well, they're going to have the Elven Bow too, huh? But they have to pay 3 to equip it? Huh. Well, all right, I guess we'll go, I'm changing my plans now. We'll go Gladewalker, equip, get in, and boast. Get in for 5, I guess. All right. And all right. I mean, they have to attack with Toski each turn anyway. Could block. But I think with the struggle, I should be able to kill whatever creature they hopefully can play here. Or whatever creature they plan to play here with my warrior. Toski's pretty awesome, though. Alright, so they can pump that to what? So they can't pump it now, and it's just a 4/4? Okay, well, that's cool. And we drew a champion, which is also good. So let's do the struggle. Kill that. Play the... I guess we go land now, champion, smash, and boast. Yeah, that Batter Shield Warrior's pretty excellent. And I guess we can re-equip this to the champ so it can actually... And our warrior's not going to die because it's only getting buffed 1 from this, so okay. So we'll re-equip there, and that way we can block Toski or whatever. Alright, cool. So, sideboard stuff. They multi-5 there. They actually did really good on a multi-5. Their deck looks pretty good. They've got like a little bit of an ice theme going with the Sculptor and the Grim Draugr, and they've got Berserker and stuff. How many actual enchantments did we see? We saw Binding, which as soon as they played this, it does its job, so it's not a great card to blow up. The Bow is kind of in the same boat, I feel like. But it's probably still worth bringing in the Mass Vandal and cutting something for it. Not exactly sure what yet. They didn't show us a lot of removal. They did mull, though. Yeah, I guess paying 1 mana to protect from this is maybe worth it. Maybe not, though. Oh, protect from struggle. Yeah, all right. I think we keep in the Veils. We probably cut a creature. We could cut the Gladewalker. Could cut the Mentor. I like the multi-bodies of the Mentor, though. I mean, something that's a 2-drop feels like the most like obvious thing to cut. They just swap out relatively well. It's true. Could cut the Gladewalker. I like the Shieldmate more. I'd rather get another body than buff something. All right. I guess we can cut the Gladewalker with the Vandal. We saw at least 2 targets. There's probably more in there. And I like it more than Invoke, too. I'd rather have a body on the board with equipment and Fall of the Imposter and Maya and all that. And the struggles. I mean, there's a million reasons why we want to do the creature over the instant. And I think that's the best creature to cut, because I kind of like having the value creatures. So, all right, I'm satisfied. Well, that Gold Vein pick played pretty well, you know. 1 to equip is pretty cheap. Let's see. No lander. Obviously have to mulligan that one. This one's a keep. We can ditch a land. Probably the... We have double white, so probably ditch the regular forest. We'll keep the snow land in case we rip a sculptor. So we can go Shieldmate into champion. Eventually, we don't even have to foretell the unleash. We rip a land. We can just 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Yeah, it's pretty solid, actually. I don't need to foretell Unleashed. Getting a 4/4 Flying Vigilance, as it turns out, on turn 4 is probably still very good. Could also wait until turn 5 and protect it with Snakeskin Veil, which I think is probably worth it. I think there's certainly a fair argument for that. Although at this point, it's probably worth it to just foretell it, because for 5 mana I get 2 of them. Yeah, that's just nuts, I think. So they can give the Draugr Menace, and 4 would kill both of my guys, I guess. You know, I think I'm just gonna stay back. I feel like our game plan looks pretty good here, and if they want to blow up my champion with their 4-drop Binding of the Old Gods, then let them be. They actually didn't attack there, which is quite surprising. So we'll do that. We'll foretell this. And I'm kind of content just chilling right now. And 5 seems like kind of the perfect amount to pay the foretell costs on this. Getting 2/4 Flying Vigilance does not seem extremely easy to deal with. So I'm happy enough doing that. And then the following turn, Maya into Alpine Meadow. Yeah. Potentially, if we find an untap land, we can even protect with Snakeskin Veil, which I'd like to do. But let's just bust out this insane Mythic. Wait, pay what? Select a value for X. Oh, it's 2. Yeah. So we'll get our 2 4/4 white angel flying vigilance creatures, which seems very unfair. Like, they have 2 removal spells. I guess we'll have to get through waves of 2 removal spells, but if they don't, they're in pretty serious trouble. All right. And then they'll go for the beats. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think we'll take our medicine here. All right. Oh, perfect draw there. So now we can go Maya. Buff team. And they've had enough. I understand. That's pretty dirty. All right, we'll see you for round 2. All right, round 2 is a great hand. Got 2 warriors in hand, 3 already, so only 7 warriors left in the deck for the Realm Walker, but not a big deal. Maybe Code Spell Cleric won't work as well as I want it to for this deck, just because we don't have a ton of opportunities to play 2 spells in one turn, but who knows? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. So we'll do the Cleric. Maybe Cleric's actually not... Actually, yeah, maybe I should have thought about that. Maybe Cleric's better to play on turn. Although we only have 1 white mana, so it's probably right. Ooh, yeah, that Packmate's awesome. Let's go Realm Walker, name Warrior. We have 7 left, I think, so that seems good. No attacks. Once again, I guess we can do the Stephenson Unleashed next turn. Foretold. I can do Chasm. Yeah. That's pretty good. Alright. Guess we'll take 4. So we'll do Chasm. It only takes one white to foretell cast it or whatever too, which is just really dirty. So next turn we can do Stephenson Unleashed, get 2 flying Vig dudes. Herald's quite good. Oh, they missed though. Okay. Runeforge Champion, that's a sweet draw. So let's go land and get our get our flying Vig guys. And pass. Next turn we can go. Unfortunately, we still only have the 1 white. We need the 2nd white here. Ooh, it's very strong. Yeah, you know, this is a tough choice. Because I don't have any removal in hand. But if I do draw the 2nd white, those don't become a problem anymore, really, do they? Yeah, that's true. I think it's probably worth banking on hopefully drawing a 2nd white, especially since I could get 2 spells off, get lifelink. So we didn't, unfortunately, so I can't cast this. So I guess we are in some trouble now. We'll do the champion, and we'll get our rune of sustenance that we unfortunately cannot cast. Oh wait, I can pay 1? Oh, never mind. That does not do what I thought it did. And we get our 2nd. Wow. That is really quite filthy. Plus we get the... Wait, why did we not get the trigger on this? Oh wait, this does not do what I thought it did. I thought it was the 2nd. Okay. All right. Lesson learned. So we only have 2 snow permanents as well, is that right? Wow. Well, Codespell Cleric will get the boot, that's for sure. That does not do what I thought it did. So I guess we just smash for 8 here. And I can't really Blizzard Brawl if I only have 2 snow permanents. Yeah. All right. I guess we do play the land because I need a white anyway to play Maya. So we'll cut the Cleric for probably maybe Masked Vandal. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure yet. I have to think about that. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, definitely Masked Vandal now. guess there's no reason to keep this alive anymore, so we can block there. Maybe just double block here. It probably makes sense. Sure. Another green land. Doesn't do me a ton of good. Could do the warrior. What does that do for me? Doesn't do much. Really doesn't do that much. Especially since I'm still lacking the... Yeah, alright. Third snow land as well. So we'll get in for 4. Well, I guess I can... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. Guess I could have played the land there. Yeah, that might have made sense, because then we could have gone... Oh, well, now I'm glad I didn't, I guess. Oh, they got us. Alright. How much you want to bet we rip a plains here? Little wager. Attacking no less, huh? Alright. Sure. So, well, what do you want to say? What do you want me to say? That is exactly what I thought was going to happen. So, I guess I can still attack. Force him to block. Alright. And if they have removal for our angel, they get us. Alright, so they probably have a buff spell up there, smash attacking. Alright, we'll go to game 2. So, our Mythic couldn't get us there, unfortunately, but we were missing that second white, so that'll do her. And lesson learned on Codespell Cleric. It was as bad as I thought it was. Jeez. I don't know why I thought... That's so funny. I thought this card's bad, and then I'm like, no, I totally misread this card. It's good. And then, no, I was right. It's not good. No, not that good. So we'll definitely get rid of that. For now, we can bring in the Masked Vandal. What did they actually show us for stuff and things? A Wither Crown? Yeah, that's it, though. Ugh. I don't really like that. They have discard as well. I'll have to remember. I really gotta remember in between rounds to cut the Codespell Cleric. I don't want to screw that up. Anything else? Could do another flyer. Not really feeling anything else. I mean, they're not really that beat down, are they? Not especially. I mean, they're just like a high value deck. So we gotta just fly over top and get them. All right, let's do this. Not having a target for masked whatever dude is... I guess... No, we have the Wither Crown, so that might have to be good enough. We'll play first. Yeah, it's a keep. Not a remarkably strong hand, but it's a keep. Oh, that was a great draw. Guess we can do the struggle first. This we want to do for 5. It's kind of it feels like the magic number for Starnheim Unleashed. Gladewalker's a good draw. Could do that as well. Yeah, I think so. We're not doing... We could do the Unleash next turn. It just feels... When the difference between... The difference is just so vast, I guess, between getting 2 and 1. So now if I draw a land, I can go pick, equip, kill. Get in for 4, make a... Yeah, that's... Let's hope that happens. That would be nice. We got it, so that's sweet. We can go pick. Make sure they tap for us right here. Equip. And we struggle. Kill that. Get in for 4. Make a treasure. Pass. Then next turn we can even protect it with Snakeskin Veil. Man, that is strong. They're off their black mana as well, which is good for us. Mentor, sure. So we can attack, see if they double block. If they do, we get to get them good again. Yep, they're just chumping, which is also totally fine. So we can go land and do this, foretell. And then we can do the mentor, and they can make us discard a Snakeskin Veil at the cost of their turn if they draw black mana. They can fight our Gladewalker with their mentor, but they'd have to trade. They don't even really have a great fight here with the struggle for Skemfar. We're also like a land and an attack away from getting 3 of these, which is just insanely good. Rootless U. All right, to get the land, let's see if we get the... Let's see if they trade. They do trade, okay. I'm a little surprised they did, but I guess it's okay. So we're actually still... Oh, I guess because they get a body out of it too. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, Burning Rune Demon. Wait, what's this do? When enter, search your library for exactly 2 cards not named that have different names. If you do, reveal them. An opponent chooses one. You get it in your hand. Wow, that card's awesome. Let's go Unleashed here. I think at this point I'll get 2 of them with the Snakeskin Veil and the pickaxe. It's probably okay. And leave up Snakeskin Veil, which I did not do. So we're going to untap. Do this again. All right. See if they find their second black. If they don't, they can't play their demon. If they try and use removal, we have Snakeskin Veil, so looking pretty good. Guess I could have attacked with Mentor there, huh? Oh, wait. No, this was all post-combat. Never mind. We already attacked. That's how they got there. Sweet, powerful dude. Ooh, that was a good draw. Let's go. Do we want to equip first? I guess not. Let's draw first. Let's see what we get. Ooh, well, I guess if they make us discard, it's a little bit worse for us. But then again, they won't be playing their demon if they do that, so Probably not that great for them anyway. I mean, if they play their demon, they're dead because Maya's just going to get them so good. Sure. And then they'll probably try to do the Skimfar fight, and then we can just protect our dude. And that'll probably be it. Alright. So we got game 2. Well, we know what their U guy can do a lot of work for him, huh? Yeah. That, now I'm kind of unhappy we don't have Broken Wings. Broken Wings would do a lot more work for us. This is a match where Broken Wings is better than Mass Vandal. That is for sure. I mean, we could do the Divine Gambit. They seem to always have a lot of cards in hand. Even they have a lot of card draw, so I don't think Divine Gambit's going to help. Could do more flyers. They didn't show us really any flyers other than the Demon. So I could see maybe the argument for that over like a, I don't know, one of our ground guys, I guess. But I don't want to cut my 2 drops. We also haven't seen our Sculptor in any of our games yet, and I think that would be a big help, especially with this Starnheim Unleashed. Well, might be okay running it back. Unless I want to swap out a flyer. I mean, I can. I definitely like the Warrior. I like the Champion. Runeforge Champion's going to be good enough with Rune of Sustenance. I needed to read this card again, too. Pay 1 rather than pay the mana cost. That's important. Because we were off white the game. And that was good value. I mean, we lost that game, I think, but still good value. I guess we run it back. We have a couple flyers in here, so. Great hand. Turn 3, Packmate draw. Turn 4. Guess we can foretell this and leave up Snakeskin Veil if we want. Ooh, Sculptor too. That's really nice. Now we can do turn 4 Maya as well. We can actually do turn 3 Foretell, which is very good. Duskwielder I'm not too intimidated by. Or I could do turn 3 Braggart. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or I can hardcast the Packmate. Yeah, that's true too. Maybe that's better. I could see the argument for that being better. I guess we take it if they're attacking. I don't want to... I mean, it could have been a bluff, but they got me if they did. All right, let's do the Packmate here. I want the untapped land for turn 4 Maya. Although I don't have to do turn 4 Maya either, do I? Probably not, I guess. Turn 3, 3/3 draw card is pretty good. I like that. And I'm willing to block a Duskwielder now if they attack. I'm fine with this. They can play their Giant Growth or whatever they got. Yeah, that's fine. So they have a removal spell for our 3/3. All right. kind of want to leave up a green this turn because I have a feeling they have a fight spell, is my guess. So let's go green. And also, like, I could play Maya this turn, but I actually don't think that's a great idea. Because you really want to play Maya the turn you can play a land or whatever. I might as well protect it. Basically, counter their removal. Get my guy buffed. They're not attacking now, which is also good. We're going to play Maya plus land, which is really good. And for 5. All right, Mentor. Not even really that intimidating. We can... What can we do here? So we can do the pick. We can actually equip Maya with it. More likely we do the... Wait a second. Cancel. Let's leave up the white for the braggart. So, well, do I want to attack with the sculptor then? Yeah, actually, I guess that's fine. Why don't we do... Can do Maya, equip, pay. Yeah. Then I can attack with all these dudes. They could block. That makes sense. And then we Snakeskin Veil. And then we get in. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. All right, they get rid of our hand, which was a pretty decent hand, but they still have a lot of work to do. All right, they get some creatures back, but that's just going to buy them, yeah. In fact, they straight up die. Wow. Well, that was cool. We'll see you for round 3. All right, well, it's a keep. Obviously land heavy, but it is a keep. Sculptor into Fall of the Imposter. Hopefully it can do something for us. Get in for 3 on turn 3 and have a little buff removal spell. Opponent mulls to 6. Ooh, plays the World Tree? That is kind of spicy. That is pretty spicy. I mean, I guess it does fix for any color. I didn't even realize that part of it. That's actually kind of cool. Even if you don't have the gods to really support that other aspect of it, it's still a pretty cool card. So let's get our Sculptor down. 2 can play this Sculptor game. Whenever a permanent opponent controls put into a graveyard, put a counter on it. Beginning of your upkeep has 1 or more counters on it. I see. To be honest, I kind of want to just foretell this because then next turn I can... Well, the problem now is they can exile my angels once they get a counter on this. It makes it tougher. I guess we go Fall of the Imposter then. I don't love it, but I kind of need something that can trade with that Seraph. Ooh, Path of the World Tree. I like the value they're going for. It's pretty cool. We got a lot of snow in there too. I wonder if they offer Seraph, I'll take the trade, I think. I think it's honestly worth it. Because if they get a counter on this thing, it's tough because I obviously want to keep, not only do I want to keep my Sculptor, but yeah, it actually is tough, but I'm going to do it. I think that Seraph gets too good otherwise. And I don't want to deal with that. I miss out on some Fall of the Imposter value. I'll live with it. It's still going to be a kill spell. So now we'll just go Shieldmate and Foretell the Unleashed. They're probably off casting a creature next turn anyway. Because they don't want to lose something big. Or not. I guess they don't care. Sure. Oh, I would have put the counter on the Sculptor and attacked. So, we get rid of the Packmate. And we're going to drop the... yeah, otherwise I have to wait 3 turns, so let's just get our Angel value right now. And I guess I can attack, too. I mean, maybe it would have been better to attack and then do this, but whatever. I mean, I walk out of that deal better than they did. And if they let us untap, then we can get the Snakeskin Veil online, too. Protect from removal. Waiting an extra turn to do that didn't seem worth it to me. It would have, I mean, unless we drew an untapped land. I guess I could have played the tap land and the untapped land next turn, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. Let's do the Runeforge Champion here. Find our Rune of Sustenance. This is sweet. With the Snakeskin Veil backup, it's just so good. Yeah, we want our Rune. And then we tap 1. Play that on our Angel. Get our lifelink. They're going to try and kill it. We're going to protect it. Which is just so filthy. So filthy. We get to draw. We get another Veil, which unfortunately we can't protect this time, but that's okay. We get in for 9. 5 of its lifelink. They ate up their turn. We'll play... Do we want to play a land? I guess if they really want to spend their turn raiding us, I'll accept it. So they do have their 6th land, which means they can add 1 mana of any color, but this costs 2, 4, 6, 7. So they can do it this turn. They can make us lose 2 life, deal 2 damage to a creature, create a bear. I don't think it's good enough, though. Ooh, Tybalt. Wait, what does this do? Exile target artifact or creature, so they can kill that. Then that's at 2. Well, I guess that does work pretty well for them. So I guess we'll kill Tybalt. Oh, wait. Never mind. We're good. So we'll get in here. And I guess we can sandbag lands now in case their last card's raid, so I can keep my Angel protected again. I mean, we can cast everything in our deck at this point anyway, so it seems fine to me. Ooh, Goldspan Dragon, huh? All right. They got some pretty sweet rares, too. I'll give them that. So I could attack with everything. They probably block 1/1 and trade. So that doesn't seem great to me. I can attack with Champion plus Angel. That probably is the best. If they want to block the dragon on the Champion, I'll accept my Champion dying. Well, I guess we can play tap lands now. Their deck is sweet. Their deck is really sweet. I love how like greedy it is color-wise too, with the rares. I really love it. Just like greedy, but they have like sweet ways to fix for it. Keeps him alive. Shepherd can get back Rune of Sustenance to draw. Or I can do... It's just a permanent, right? Would I rather have the Shield Mate for more... I don't need the lifelink, but getting the card draw is nice. There's a decent argument for just getting the card draw, but another body on board is valuable too. Yeah, probably getting the Shield Mate just to get another body on board. So I guess we attack. Getting the rune is cool, but... Yeah, well, I think actually the Shield Mate, because we don't need land from the Sculptor. And when Shield Mate dies, we get another body anyway, so that actually makes sense to me. I guess we can sandbag lands in case we draw a Maya. If they Skull Raid us, they won't draw cards either, so that's probably okay. Alright. You know, honestly, for how well I feel like we did, they did really good too. They did really good too. So they got a cool deck. Look at these. I mean, look at all these things. This makes us exile a creature from our hand. And then they can play it. Or they just get to I mean, this was their Tybalt. So they have Tybalt. They have feed. They have removal. The double blacks. The reds. The greens. I guess they're mostly just Jund. Maybe they're not as greedy as I thought. Yeah, actually, I guess that's not that greedy. 3 colors, not greedy. I'm going to be doing plenty of that. Do I want the Divine Gambit? I don't know. It does deal with Planeswalkers, right? No? Gosh. Could they have made a worse card? It doesn't even deal with Planeswalkers. Are you kidding me? They get to play whatever they want. That's a disappointing card. And I forgot to cut the Cleric, of course. Of course I forgot to cut the Cleric. I only gave myself a reminder to cut it. Why would I remember something foolish like that? Blowing up a path to the World Tree doesn't seem worth it to me. So I'm not digging the Mass Vandal here. I could see an argument for the Sentinel, basically because, I mean, ramping out an Unleashed could be good. Getting a jump on our opponent. They seem like their late game is much better than ours, but Snakeskin Veil. I feel like you could play 100 of these and be really happy about it. Maybe 100's a little bit excessive. Do I want the flyer? Could do a flyer. I mean, they look vulnerable to flyers. They have the Goldspan Dragon, but that's it. All right, well, we'll do the Courser. I don't love the Courser in general, but I think it's a reasonable card to play there. Is the World Tree... I don't think the World Tree is a snowland, right? I should have been paying attention to that. I felt like it wasn't. I don't really like this hand. 6 lands and 1 2-drop. I mean, I think we need to do better than that. That's just not the aggressive hand I need. This, on the other hand, is very good. So here I can, I guess, cut the Shield Mate because I'm going to go like Sculptor into Warrior. I definitely can't cut a land. I could cut the pick. There's a reasonable argument to cut the pick. Although I kind of like the pick. But getting multiple bodies, yeah, you know, multiple bodies seems better with the Warrior. Because then we can go Sculptor potentially into... possibly into 4-drop, into Warrior Shield Mate. Yeah, that would be pretty good. So I might, if I don't draw land, I might just go Foretell on Struggle so that I can kill their Sculptor of Winter to keep them off double color shenanigans. Oh, they might be doing the same plan we are, though. I can leave up Snakeskin Veil here. So why don't we do Struggle? Because I have to wait. I have to do this on a different turn. Cast it on a later turn for its Foretell cost. So we could attack, but then we can't leave up Snakeskin Veil. I don't know what... I mean, I don't want the Sculptor to be a target. I need to be able to protect it if they have removal. Ooh, Sarulf's good. Oh, well, that's... Oh, I can't untap the... I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway, huh? Jeez. Guess this format's going to take some getting used to. Well, I did get Fall of the Imposter. That's nice. I suppose I can cast it. I don't know what my other... I don't know what another good option is here. I guess we'll go for it. It's the best use of mana, and I am short on mana, so... I have a feeling this Sculptor's dead. I really need another mana here. Pretty obviously. Well, alright. I mean, I guess I can fight. I can attack and then fight. God, I'd love to be able to protect my dude. They have so much mana, too. I guess we can attack and then struggle. And actually, this is probably fine, too. Because now we can struggle the other sculptor, I guess. Oh, they got us amazingly well there. All right, well, you know, this was looking pretty tough to win with 2 lands, but came close. The funny thing is we really were like 1 green away from still being 4 lands less than our opponent and still doing amazing things this game, so that's kind of funny in itself. Their deck is awesome, though. I mean, their deck is really, really cool. I like their deck a lot. I think their deck is probably overall more powerful than ours. We just have really dirty, unfair cards like whatever its face is called. The thing with the thing. The thing that spits out angels that's not very fair. Whatever it's called. The thing, you know. The thing, obviously. So we'll play the shield mate so we don't die and then pass. And it exiles, too. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if they just kill us, then. I guess not quite. No, I guess that gives trample, too. That Rune Crown is awesome. So, now I guess with Rune Crown, we probably need to bring in the masked duder. So, we'll cut the courser that we brought in. Their deck's way sweeter than ours. I love their deck. We just, like I said, have the dirty card, so I would actually feel bad winning this game because their deck is so much cooler than ours. Like, they're 3 color, they've got all this, like, cool fixing stuff going on. They've got ramp up the wazoo. They've got cool rares. They've got, like, they're taking advantage of, like, enchantments and equipment and stuff. We basically are like, yeah, I guess I'll just play this filthy card that spits out angels for 5 mana. Let's cut the courser. We'll bring in the Vandal, because I've probably seen enough where it's something I guess we want. And then we'll run her back. Yeah, I mean, they have like Tybalt. Their deck is so sweet. Yeah, it's a keep. We don't have white mana, but we have ramp, so we can potentially do something cool with the sculptor at some point. Ooh, well, we're gonna need to rip a land, but hopefully we do. Wait, what's this do? Oh, that's cool. Blow up a land and get a troll, too. That's really cool. So we didn't get the land, unfortunately. It's kind of a bummer. But we'll play the pick and untap and then equip. I think that's the best we're going to do here. Wish I could do better than that. I really do. So we did get the 3rd land, so we could play the Mentor. Guess we attack. They'll probably block, and then we'll Snakeskin Veil. So we'll kill their dude. Then we can play yet another land and do the Foretell and then pass. Well, at least they're off like black. I guess that's good. Outrider's pretty sweet. So, what do we want to do here? Kill the Sculptor or kill the Outrider? I mean, Outrider's pretty sweet. That makes sense to me to kill. Once again, I guess the main problem we have right now is if I attack, well, let's see. If I attack, they can block. Attack. They could double block. That's fine, though. Let's just attack. And if they block and chump, we're okay, too. So I'm okay with this. This is just a good trade. We kill their 2 dudes. Or I put the wrong one in front and they get us real good there. I guess 2 can play at this, whatever its face called, game. Snakeskin Veil game. I'll learn the cards one of these days, guys. Just give me a few months and I'll remember that. I'll remember the card names. God, their deck is so much cooler than mine. Just so much cooler. I am so jealous of how much cooler their deck is. Alright, we'll do the champion. We'll find our rune. We'll play the rune for 1 to draw because we want to land. We did get the land, so we can play the land, then we can equip and pass. Alright, so they eat our dude for breakfast. They get another counter. Our guy dies. We lose all of our value. We are rapidly going to lose this game. So play the mentor. Land. There's no way that I can make this big enough to kill the Outrider without my mentor dying too. It's so sad. It's so sad. Nothing to blow up. I need to chump Seraph with my 1/1, otherwise I'd probably find a way to fight the Outrider. I can't play the Shieldmate because of the way that they tap for the Mentor. I can play the Vandal. Doesn't really do anything. Certainly doesn't blow anything up. Maybe it gives me another chump blocker, maximizes my mana this turn. Okay. I can't believe we got a win against our opponent's deck. That's shocking in itself. I guess it was barely, too, wasn't it? It was. It was barely got a win against our opponent. I love they're just like, I don't even need this amazing creature anymore. I'm doing so much better than you. It's not funny. Seraph is just insane. What an insanely strong card. So we go this plus this and I guess this. And pass. It's so dirty, you can just remove all of them. Exile our whole board. That card is insanely strong. Just insanely strong for a 3-mana 3/3. Alright, so play the Packmate. Alright. That is all she wrote. Ended up going 2-1 with this deck. The Mythic, I have a feeling I ultimately don't like that Mythic in this format. I'm not going to be happy about that. It's just one of those feel-bad Mythics. Way too good for its own good. Should not be in this format, if we're being honest. I don't know why they didn't kill us. Guess they were worried about... I don't know what they were worried about. Man, if only. Yeah, unfortunately you can't foretell and cast in the same turn. That's alright. Just insane. Insane value. Yeah, I don't like that Starnheim Unleashed is in this format. Total feel bad. I mean, it is a mythic at least. If it was rare, it would be just ridiculous. But those kind of mythics I don't like. They're way too good for their own good. There's just really no reason you should be paying 5 mana and getting 2/4/4 flying vigilance creatures. It's just too good. It's just far too good. So that's just it's like a prime example of they've pushed cards way too far. I mean, I get you pay 2 on the front end, but a lot of times you don't have anything better to do on turn 2, or a lot of things you just set up for it on turn 3 or 4 instead. It doesn't matter. You're spitting out 2/4/4 angels on turn 5 a lot of the time, and that's way too good. And it only gets better from there. It's just not a well-designed card, in my opinion. Not a friendly feel-good card by any stretch. But that Realm Eater, dude, that does not feel like a balanced card either. 3 mana 3/3, so it's already amazing. It's already great value. And then whenever a permanent they control dies, it just keeps getting bigger. And then on top of that, just sack them and exile everything, and you keep your 3/3. So they finally find a way to deal with it, or they're able to block it. I'll just exile all your stuff instead. All your tokens die. Yeah, that card feels insanely strong too. So already seeing a couple problematic cards. Thankfully, the Unleashed is a mythic, but yeah, that Realm Eater being a rare is pretty dirt. All right, we'll see you for the next one.